Hi there, welcome back to Poorly Explained. I've been sitting on this one for like a month.
Oh, shut up.
Look, it's not my fault you signed to deal with people who don't want you having free time.
Look, they pay well.
I mean, I guess there was that one week when you're like, yeah, I can be over for like 3 hours, and I'm just like, nah, we'll skip, and I guess that's on me.
I mean, but all we were gonna do was...
Actually, no, that wouldn't have mattered, because that was right before I finished this. So, anyway, Ultraman Max. It's been a while since I did scroll through this list to make sure I could remember most of these episodes anyway. So the unit's called Dash. It's not brought up what it stands for. Maybe it's brought up what it stands for in the show. But, Defense Action Squad Heroes.
Alright, whatever.
So, soon-to-be Max saves a child when a lava monster appears, and he's criticized by Dash, and they're like, hey, just stay out of the way. He later steals a jet, and Max thinks that's the coolest thing, so he's like, yeah, here's the power of Ultraman.
Oh, for stealing the jet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Max thought that was really fucking cool. He's like, I gotta get involved. Dash has to confront an office lady about her incredibly destructive pet monster.
Why does she... How does she have one? And...
I think she picked it up one day on her walk home.
Okay.
And it replaced her dog.
What do you mean replaced?
She kicked the dog out so she could keep the monster. Monster's tiny, like pocket size. Well, not really pocket size. This is about the size of a small dog. Until it eats electricity and becomes the size of, a monster.
Okay.
This monster comes up again. It apparently eats brainwaves, or attaches to brainwaves or some shit like that. So it was probably a brainwashing thing. Max wants to fight an ancient bird god to boost his street cred, but then he learns that street cred isn't really that important.
Okay.
Everybody's like, no, yeah, you don't. We don't have to rely on Max. We get it. He's cool, but like, it's fine. You don't have to prove to us that he's cool. Aliens build a baseball stadium, spaceship, and impersonate a security guard to steal Earth because humans don't deserve it.
The whole planet?
Yes. A single baseball stadium.
I mean, that's kind of big, I guess.
Yeah, it's real good. An attempted kidnapping on Pigmon leads to its statue being destroyed, by allowing Red King to return and cause Monster Fight Island to chart a course for Japan.
Who the fuck is Pigmon?
He's this awful, like, spiky thing with long fingers. He's very popular with the ladies. I'm sure you remember that.
What do you mean remember?
I sent that screenshot from, like, Taro.
Dude, I don't.
Well, he's,
Oh, God, yeah, this is starting to sound familiar. Oh, God. Right, yeah, alright.
Pigmon shows up a whole lot.
Awful. Great. I keep having to stare at a different Ultraman and it's killing me inside. Let's just move on.
Hey, did you know Pigmon's in that too?
Shut up!
And he's a main character. He looks so much worse.
Hang on, is there multiple Ultramen?
I think so.
I'm seeing 3.
I think there's
and one of them is just like peeking out like this. I don't know if that's Zoffy.
So for those of you at home who can't see this, I have the box set of the Ultraman, or the Star Ultraman, on my
Why is he doing that?
Because Because that's how he transforms. He has to hold the star of Ultraman up to his forehead.
What do you mean the star? It looks like he's getting ready to make that fucking donut head thing in his forehead. Oh my god. Just... Alright, this isn't even part of the episode.
Do you need me to move him so he's not there?
Let's just flip it over. No, it's on the other side too! That just looks somewhere else.
If I knew that was going to be so much of a problem, I would have, like, got an easel for it.
It's just so bad. Like, it just looks so bad. Because, like, you got, like, one Ultraman, like, off to the side. Another Ultraman who's, like, off to the left. And this doofus putting a circle on his forehead. And then you got one just, like, peeking out like, hey, I'm here too. And it's just like, why are there three of you? It's bad enough when there's two.
No, it's real good. I love it when there's more Ultramen.
Yeah, when they all come jumping out of the hole.
Yeah, like I've said before, the more Ultramen you put on screen at one time, the funnier it gets.
Yeah, because they have to put the extras into the suit and they can't do shit. They just go like, we're here! We don't know how to do the moves, so we're here! Anyway.
Okay, so following up on that, Max has to defeat Red King before Monster Fight Island enters the Blast Zone of the Cosmo Diva, the Defense Force's ultimate weapon. Pigmon turns into a balloon, and then a statue to make Monster Fight Island disappear.
Pigmon can transform.
Pigmon can do a lot of things.
Great.
That's why he's popular with the ladies. An alien attempts to blow up Earth with his football to stop more space wars until he's convinced that maybe everyone can coexist. Maybe.
What kind of football?
A nuclear one.
No, I mean, like, American or...
It was a hand egg.
Everyone else.
It was a hand egg.
Well, that's not a football, that's an egg.
It's American football. We're Americans here. A space bug tries to prevent Dash from enjoying Max's cake.
Why?
You know,
or is it just happenstance where it's like, I baked us a cake, and then the alarm goes off, and they're like, oh, we can't eat the cake. Like a guy's like got his fork in it, like ready, is like, oh, and then like it comes back again, and the guy comes back, and he's like, my cake, and then there's another alarm. It's like,
you know, I don't remember much of this episode, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Okay, because that feels very, I don't know, sitcom-y, I guess.
The Dragon of the Lake is enraged when the locals destroy its shrine to build a resort. Max and a ghost calm the dragon, and a new shrine is built.
Why did a ghost get involved?
Because she died like 20 years ago, and something about dragons and spirits and karma and all that nonsense.
Okay.
Look, dragons don't like real estate. Let's just say that.
That's fine. I got no problem with that. It's the idea that it's like, we pissed off a dragon, and then the ghost got involved.
Well, the ghost was a helpful force.
But still, it's not the intersection you would expect of, like, we pissed off the lake dragon, and thus ghosts. Like, Ultraman getting involved, yeah, that's fine. He's the main vehicle for the story. It's the fact that the ghost was like, you need some help? I'm here because of the goings-on. I came from the spirit realm to help, and it's like, why?
Look, sometimes your client is a ghost.
Wait, client? Okay, because you didn't...
Yes, the ghost enlisted the help of Ultraman for this.
Okay, but why?
Because the ghost didn't want to see the town get destroyed by a pissed off dragon.
Okay, alright, then that makes way more sense. I thought it was like, they pissed off the dragon.
Oh, you thought they pulled out a Max pulled out a Ouija board, like, ghost, please.
No, like, Ultraman shows up and is like, I can't quite deal with the situation, and then a ghost comes up and is like, you need some help, Ultraman? I'm here! For reasons that make perfect sense to the audience, but not to you. Alright, that makes infinitely more sense. It's like the ghost being like... I mean, it's... Okay, it doesn't make any sense, obviously, but it makes more narrative sense that the ghost is like, Ultraman, come do stuff so that my town doesn't blow up.
Dash enlists the help of Child to fight a teleporting monster because he's the only kid in town with a glitchy cell phone. You see, when the monster teleports, it glitches his phone, so he can tell them where it's going to teleport. And he is the only person in town with a phone.
How does the phone tell him where he's going to teleport?
You see, because as he turns the phone, it glitches more.
Oh my god. Alright. Whatever.
An ancient monster returns to cover the town in sand and is only defeated because of a convenient wad of blue Jolly Ranchers that can be used with a gun to create a special light.
What the fuck? Something about, like, the ancient evil has appeared. What do we do? Well, I got all these Jolly Ranchers and my chewed bubble gum. We could turn that into a power source.
No, you put it in front of the gun, and then because it's somewhat clear, it shoots out special blue raspberry at it.
Oh my god. With the power of blue raspberry, I banish thee!
So that was a remake or a retelling of one of the original Ultraman episodes. The one with Noah's Ark where they defeat the monster with one of his balls. I'm sure you don't remember that either.
No, I do not.
Well, yeah. A jetbird monster hates the sound of rock music so much that the Dash gets a band to play the music for the background fight. Wow, I butchered everything I just wrote there. So there's this band, they play rock music, and Dash is like, no, stop playing the music. And then they're like, wait, what if we used you as bait to lure the monster in? And you can play the theme song to the fight.
It's pretty dumb, but...
Nah, it's real good. Zeton, the final boss of the original Ultraman, plays the 10,000-year long con by inducing nano-DNA to create a sleeper agent.
It's not how he's done it. It's how is this a 10,000-year long con if he's from the original Ultraman? That wasn't 10,000 years ago. That wasn't one of the ancient Ultramen that lived in a pyramid.
Well, you see... Shut up. Anyway, Max is saved by Ultraman Zenon, who gives him the power bracelet. Now, everybody playing at home, please, let's do a drinking game. Every time I mention Ultraman Zenon, post this. Take a drink. That includes you too.
Wait, do what?
Anytime I mention Ultraman Zenon, not like this time.
Ah, okay.
He's very important to the plot.
Oh, I'm sure. Just like whatever the other one was, where we had two Ultramen.
There were several of those.
Yeah, I know.
Max gets assigned to protect the daughter of Zen while she pilots King Joe trying to kill him. She then enters the Zeton zone and kills her dad with her beam katana.
Did you just say the Zeton zone?
I did.
He has a whole zone?
She has a zone, yes.
She has... Wait, Ultraman Zenon's a woman?
What?
Hang on. What is the other Ultraman's name?
Xenon.
Xenon.
Or Zenon. Xenon.
Xenon.
Yeah. This also doesn't count. You don't have to take a drink.
Okay, but you were saying...
The daughter of Zeton.
Zedon.
The
Is that someone else?
Yes, that's the alien. That's the final boss. That's
this is awful! Great. Alright, cool.
But yeah, no, she activates the Zeton zone, and Dad Zeton comes down and is like, haha, welcome to the Zeton zone, prepare to die, and then she turns around and cuts him in half. Solving the Zeton crisis.
Sounds like, oh god, what's her fucking name? There's a bug lady in, Lost Galaxy who's literally the daughter of the big bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's very weird because the big bad's like a giant, like, just like a monster face with like tentacles everywhere, and then she's like a lady in a skin tight suit with some bug appendages kind of hanging off. And
That sounds about right.
You're just like, so how are you adopted?
Don't worry about it. Look, ladies don't get to be weird monsters. It's just something they don't get to do.
Yeah, but like, I'm sure that Rita Repulsa eventually turns into a weird monster. I mean, I didn't watch all Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but
I mean, I'm sure she does, but like...
But I mean, Zed or whoever the fucking bad guy was who just looks like a medieval Power Ranger. I think his name's Zed. I don't know.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. You think I've watched any Power Rangers?
Yes. You literally spent like the last 2 weeks showing me the absolute stupidity of Dino Thunder. But anyway.
A wad that can counter any weapon is defeated by the Piccolo skills of a young girl and taken to space.
Do you mean the instrument?
Yes.
Okay.
What else would I mean?
The character.
Why would she be a green alien?
Well, like special beam cannon and shit.
No, this was a wee tot.
Oh.
And she shows up when it's sleeping and she's like, I just want to play the Piccolo and you ruined my concert. And then she starts playing music and then the thing fucking morphs into like a one-man band. And then Max, like, so one of the Dash members is there with her, and Max points to the car, the Dash car, and the lady, the Dash lady takes the kid, puts her in the car, and then Max picks up the car, takes it to space, and then the one-man band monster now then follows them.
Oh god, can't wait to see the shock on Max's face when he realizes cars aren't airtight.
No, it's totally fine. We never see that kid again.
Exactly. She fucking died.
Oh my god. A trio of cat balls cause mass amnesia, so everyone at Dash becomes incompetent, and the android becomes increasingly frustrated with them. By the way, there's an android.
Okay.
She just...
And it's not related to the 10,000 year plot to...
No.
Alright.
No, she's just there to be the comms lady.
Oh. Okay.
And like, fires with her hands.
Like Iron Man?
I mean, I guess, but it's more like a lighter kind of deal. Like,
oh, okay. Yeah, you showed that. That was weird.
Yeah. A lady who's been on ice for 100,000 years decides that humanity was a mistake after reading some fingerprints.
Why?
Why was it a mistake, or...
Why? What did she read in fingerprints that were like...
She read the history of mankind through one guy's fingerprints. See,
what? Like, what does that imply? Like, that, like, in each of our fingers is encoded the entire genetic history of mankind? Like, even if it was genetic history, that's the genetic history of, like, one line of humans. Like, that doesn't...
No, she saw everything. She saw all the wars.
Yeah.
And the economy.
Yeah.
Especially the economy.
I mean, it's had its ups and downs. It's fair. Capitalism is evil, but, you know, it's the least evil of the options.
Space shamans set up a mirror to create perpetual daytime so no one can see how tiny and non-threatening they are. I'm sorry, it's something like, I have a Napoleon complex, so I will fool the world into thinking I'm giant. It's like, we're platform heels. Like, no, they're not that big. they're like the size of this bottle of water.
Alright, well, I don't know then.
They're really tiny, and like somebody turns off the lights and he just fucking shrinks down, and you're just like, huh.
But why? Why did they get bigger when it's light out? Like, what does that accomplish? Are they actually bigger, or is it an illusion?
I think it's an illusion.
Oh my god.
No, it's real good.
I like the idea that, like, their planet was just, like, tidally locked, so they were eternally in sunshine, so they thought they were all huge, and then they, like, get into an enclosed space, and so they realize they're tiny, and they're like, no! Never again. Anyway.
An alien wants revenge because ancient humans buried his teleportation device, causing his planet to die out.
Why did that...
See, they were gonna migrate from their planet before it exploded or some shit like that. And people were like, nah, that's a bad fucking idea, let's bury that shit. And then they couldn't use the teleporter, and then they all died. And he was really mad about it. Also, I think this is the episode where they used B-roll from fucking Tiga. One of the Tiga movies. It was really good. So I'm watching, I'm like, I've seen this scene before.
Well, I mean, that's the Gamera experience.
Oh, it most certainly is.
Or, fucking, I think it's versus Gigan.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, versus Gigan had a lot of B-roll in it.
That was bad. That was like 10%.
Whoops, slipped in the Mothra film.
That's, like, you're sitting there like, that's not even the right setting. That's the wrong time of day. What's happening?
That's not even the right Ghidorah.
Yeah! Anyway.
A sleeping monster comes out of hyperspace and floats around town. Dash has to keep it asleep until they can send it back.
Okay.
So it gets blown around by the breeze, and they gotta make sure everybody in town stays quiet.
What? Oh, so it doesn't wake up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when it wakes up, it gets a lot more dense.
Okay, but that would make it easier to...
No, because they don't want it causing property damage, and they want to send it back to space. So they have to use lightning or something to open up hyperspace. And shove it through.
Great.
Dash has to stop a dinosaur from a bioterrorism group. See, they imported these fucking dinosaurs.
What do you mean imported?
Apparently these dinosaurs...
Who's exporting dinosaurs?
There's this country where these dinosaurs are native to.
What the fuck?
And they stole one, or they imported it, or whatever, and then they started doing tests on it to make it bigger.
Oh my god.
And then I think the lady that they teamed up with is like, my dad has become the dinosaur.
What the fuck? Sorry, I can't get over the idea that there's a dinosaur economy. It's like... What is your country's major export? Dinosaurs. How? Why? And who? Who's buying these?
Bioterrorism groups. Follow along.
Why is it bioterror? It's not, there's nothing. If you go to, like, the local park and sick a bunch of, like, giant cats on it, that's not bioterrorism. That's just being an asshole. It's not bioterror just because you use something biological.
Well, you bring that up with the screenwriters. Speaking of which, Max and the screenwriter swap places, causing both to have existential crises. The screenwriter fights a wad of dreams, while Max fixes the fight in his favor.
It's one of those episodes.
Yeah, it's one of those episodes.
One of those episodes where if I watched it, I'd probably be screaming. Well, no, actually probably not. I'd probably just be like, yeah, it's not the Ultraman goes back in time thing and creates himself as an intellectual property.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
It's just the fourth wall breaking. Wait, so is it actually like Ultraman in the suit who's like trying to like fix the script?
No.
Damn.
No, he's in his Dash uniform writing the script.
Oh.
And then the screenwriter turns into Ultraman in the suit. It would have been great, though, if the screenwriter was like, Ultraman, but in the screenwriter's...
Yeah, no, that's
like,
what I was hoping. That's what I was hoping for. Where he's just like, I'm really not equipped to deal with this.
But yeah, no, Max just is like, and then the screenwriter won the fight. I'm just like, wow, okay.
Yeah, that's about what I figured.
Wow, way to pull that one. Wow, good.
Props to the... What's even sadder is that, like, it seems dumb, and it's like, well, he's not a screenwriter, so he wouldn't write something brilliant, but it's like, but the screenwriter wrote this episode.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't reflect well upon the screenwriter. Whatever.
Max and the Dash Chief go to a new aquatic base, and they're attacked by a mutated flying fish. The Chief joins the fight with a new submersible jet made by the inventor from the original Ultraman. So, the inventor guy, the actor, he gets to play a new character in this one, where he's also an inventor.
Great.
Also, the Chief is the guy who played the original Ultraman.
Oh.
It took me this long to find out. And then the head research lady is also from the original Ultraman.
God.
So you get three of like the six members back. It's really it's
like when Sarazawa came back.
Yeah.
It's like a...
So I don't think he waited 40 years.
No, he didn't wait 40 years, but still, it's weird. I think he came back for like 2 different movies.
I think so.
But
an alien from Ultra 7 who's been camping out for the last 40 years decides to leave because he can wait for humans to wipe themselves out instead of invading.
Instead of what?
Invading.
Oh.
Instead of being like, hey, everybody, let's beat these people up. He's just like, nah, we'll come back later. You guys will be dead.
Probably.
A friendly alien tries to set a precedent that not all aliens are bad, but is immediately undercut when another alien shows up and starts attacking.
Wait, so an alien showed up and said that all aliens are bad?
No, an alien showed up and he's trying to set a precedent that not all aliens are bad.
Oh, okay.
Because everybody's like, oh, every time an alien shows up, it tries to kill us. We can't be trusting them aliens. And he's like, no, I swear, we're not all bad people. Some of us just want to, like, move here and, not cause trouble.
And then Space Trump is like, we'll build a wall. In space?
I mean, you say
we'll
that...
make the aliens pay for it. And it's just like, yeah, whatever.
You say that but back when Zeton showed up, they did have a space wall. They had a whole bunch of satellites up in orbit that immediately got taken down. Like 4 of them got blown up or some nonsense.
Okay.
And they repaired them, and then they never refer to these fucking satellites ever again. That's great.
How is 4 satellites a space wall?
Only 4 of them got broken. There's like 40 or something. There's a whole bunch of them up there, surrounding the planet.
Okay. I mean, there's hundreds of satellites in orbit right now.
Yeah, but these ones are creating a wall. Like sending out an energy barrier or some nonsense like that. You know the thing in like G Gundam where they have the fucking... It's kind of like that. Where they got the electrical ring going around.
I still can't deal with the fact that fucking Domon Irish rips off of the energy ring, but yeah.
Alright, so the android is roped into helping the so-called Dr. Swindler into creating a device to capture a space-time monster. The doctor lets it go after its dandruff starts erasing the nearby town, and that teaches the android the true meaning of Christmas.
I'm assuming that's not literal.
I mean, she learns about the true meaning of Christmas like right after the fucking town starts getting erased, so you know, it's fine.
No, I mean like is it actually about Christmas?
Yeah, it's a Christmas episode.
Oh my god. So fucking stupid. What is a fucking like
See, because this the space-time monster can only exist in an area for so long. So when it gets captured, it starts shedding its dandruff. And, like, its dandruff is very bad. And it just starts erasing the town, because, you know, it's just what that does. and so the doctor's like, well, shit, okay, let it go. And then it gave him some berries. Because he saw it as a kid, and he's like, I'm going out to the woods to collect berries. Oh no, a space-time monster!
Okay.
So Bug Girls beat up Max in a nightclub, stealing his transformation device. Through sheer force of will, Max causes all their brainwave eating larvae to explode as revenge. So this was, the office lady who had the destructive... Yes. This is one of those. Yeah. See, he's holding one of the larva, and it's like in his face, and then he just shouts at it, and it fucking explodes. And then it sends shockwaves up to their UFO or whatever, and all their babies just start exploding out of there. It's really good.
That's... Okay.
A monster chases an alien to Earth, seeking to finish the job. I don't know what the fuck that means. I can't remember this episode. I'm sorry, everybody. I assume this is probably the best episode of the show, and I can't remember. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
A monster wanders off the set of a Lost Ultra Q episode and shows up 40 years later, so everyone can dance around the issue of why monsters appear.
But what? Why?
So when they were filming Ultra Q, there was a monster in this cave that they found, and they scared it off, and it showed up 40 years later in Max. They're framing it as like, why do monsters show up? Well, I think monsters show up because they're cool. Wow, thanks for the insight, Dr. Professor.
Oh my God.
And yeah. They don't really, I don't think they ever explained why they think monsters show up. They're just like, yeah, okay, I guess monsters just show up. That's just the world we live in.
I mean, it's the world that the plot needs.
So Max begins to think he's relying on his Ultra privilege too much, but is reassured when Ultraman tells him that stealing the jet was still the coolest thing he's ever seen.
Man, that crime you did, that was the coolest. You're so cool, crime man.
A monster delivers a burnout virus to the Dash crew, and the OG Ultraman trio have to save the day. The inventor, the head researcher, and the chief.
Oh, okay.
Because they're old, their metabolism doesn't work as well, so the burnout doesn't affect them quite as fast as the young people.
Oh, that feels like a commentary on something that...
No, the fight scene with Max at the beginning is really good. Because they speed up his footage like 30% or something. Like 30 times or something like that. He fights really fast. That's what I'm getting at. Because he's only got 3 minutes to fight, and he burns out all his energy in 30 seconds.
Great.
It's really good. He just punches the air a whole bunch. I thought about recording it for this, but I don't think I did. The android gets hacked, and it's used to target all the Defense Force bases. She gets better.
Okay.
Tiny Bolton does some trolling to get Max's attention so she can warn him of the Dark Bolton that's coming to invade.
Who's Bolton?
Bolton is another recurring monster, alien. He showed up in like the second episode where Ultraman just murdered his entire race. All 200 billion or something like that. See, they were shrunk down in a little like spaceship. And Ultraman's like, hell no, you guys aren't moving here. And then he shoots them and he just kills them all.
Sounds familiar.
I mean, I've explained them several times. They were also the big bad in Ultraman, the Ultimate Hero, or whatever, the American one.
Oh.
They flew around in their space dildo.
That, I mean, I don't remember anything from the American one.
I do not blame you. Tiny Bolton returns home to grab a bell. Dark Bolton's weakness. Max shows him his justice, and the Boltons leave. Yeah, the Boltons are just like, okay, fine, whatever. That bell's pretty cool. Okay, we're leaving. Max has to coerce some children to return Hop Hop's babies so he can take them to Venus.
Who's?
Hop Hop.
Who is that?
It's a monster emissary from space, from an exploded planet or some nonsense, who had some babies with it, and it was supposed to take them to a habitable planet, but they landed on Earth, and Earth is too cold for them, so they need to go to Venus.
Okay.
And Ultraman's got to like convince the kids, like, hey, no, I swear Max won't fucking punch these babies in the face. Totally won't do that.
Now, meanwhile, Max is like holding one and is like, right, yeah, definitely won't.
Now hand the babies over. And I'm gonna go over that hill so you won't see what happens next. Another shaman appears and uses a dimensional energy from Monster Fight Island to summon Pigmon and Red King. Pigmon gets put in the android.
Put in the what?
In the android.
Why?
Because shaman uses the dimensional energy to try to send it back somewhere. It's like the portal gun. He shot the android first, but since the android isn't alive, it didn't do anything. And then he shot Pigmon, and Pigmon got linked or sent into the android. And then Pigmon tried to get really handsy with Max. Tried to do the hanky-panky.
As the android?
As the android.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's... I just hate the fact that every time you say Pigmon, I keep thinking of Pigma. I get really confused.
I mean, he's about as attractive. Or I guess she in this case. Aliens are mad about light pollution, diminishing the value of the night sky. Now, I want you to remember, these are not aliens who live here on...
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. I'm like, what? They're, like, up in space?
No, apparently, if I remember this correctly, they put Earth in, like, in essentially a space box. And the night sky is, you know, a sky box or whatever. And they're really mad that because of light pollution, humans can't see the skybox anymore, and they're really pissed off about that for some reason. Also, the Dash lady is descendant from these fucking weird space alien guys, and he's like, "Hey, we're gonna leave. I'm opening a door in the skybox. Do you want to come with?" And it's really dumb. So much like humanity's extraterrestrial neighbors, the subterranean neighbors are also concerned about pollution and destroy all the Defense Forces bases.
At least they make more sense.
The subterranean neighbors unleash the Giga Berserk to crucify Max.
Oh, good. We're back to that.
Dash uses all their satellites to recharge Max's bracelet, and then Max himself. Max goes home, and in 2076, Max's host sends his grandson into space.
Oh, so this is the end?
Yeah, this is the end. Now, how's everybody feeling after that Ultraman Zen and drinking game we had?
You're such a shit for that. I was thinking about it because when you were saying like Zoldan or whatever the fuck his name was, I was like, I think that's it. I think I should say something. I think I'm supposed to drink. And then you like clarified, and I'm like, I guess I wasn't supposed to. And then I just stopped thinking about it. I mean, the bracelet came up. I think the bracelet's related to him.
Vaguely. It's just, here you go, here's the plot device to solve their problems. I mean, Zenon does show up in the, when Max is leaving. Zenon's just up there like, hey, okay, bye. Yeah, no, Zenon does not come... Zenon comes up twice in this fucking show. And I'm pretty sure they put him on the box art. I'm pretty sure Ultra Princess showed up more in Ultraman 80 than fucking Zenon did in this. And she only showed up so 80 could get mad that she showed up. Anyway, yeah, no, there's no movies for this. I don't think it needed many movies, so...
Yeah.
As much shit as I give it, I think Max is pretty fun. Pretty good for, like, a starter show, I guess. Like, if you're going to start it, then start with this one. It's fine. If you don't like the old 60s and 70s. But, yeah. We'll see you for, when we go back to the 70s, actually, for the next one.
Yeah.
You can meet Ultraman Jonesy. His name's not Jonesy, it's like Jonas or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, Jonas. Joneus. I'm gonna call him Jonesy. Oh, hey, here's Pigmon. Here's animated chicken nugget Pigmon.
God.
Oh god, there's fucking 5 Ultramans.
Great.
Can't wait to see them all show up. Okay, we'll see you later.